A Shiva temple guarded by spiders? I know exactly how that sounds, but look at what's blocking the only path in front of me. I did not expect this, but this spider is almost the size of my palm. Its web stretched directly across the trail as if something wants to stop me from going any farther. And it is not alone. Dozens of spiderlings swarm across it, a living army stationed exactly where the jungle narrows. There is no road out here. No car has ever reached this place. A motorcycle gets me part way through Cambodia's most remote jungle, and after that, I continue on foot, crossing these biological barricades one by one. I take a step forward, and there's another spider, just as massive, just as deliberately placed, guarding the same trail. Why are giant spiders occupying the only route into this forgotten shrine? Legends say a destroyed Shiva temple lies beyond them, protected by three creatures: the spider, the elephant, and the serpent. Why these three? The answer may connect this ruin to one of the most mysterious Shiva traditions in India. But first, I have to find the temple. I'm moving deeper into the jungle, still no temple in sight, when something stops me cold between the trees. A massive gray shape stands motionless in the shadows. Is that a wild elephant? It isn't real. It's a stone carved over 1,000 years ago, so precise that in darkness it would fool anyone alive. As I get closer, I realize something. This is a massive elephant standing alone in the middle of nowhere. And here's what I don't expect. It's still being worshipped today, right now. Sugarcane sits at its feet because elephants love sugarcane, along with incense, candles, money, cigarettes, a traditional Cambodian offering, and a container of water far too large for any human, as if someone genuinely expects this elephant to drink. There's even cucumber juice, currently claimed by ants, though elephants are famously obsessed with cucumber. Why would someone come all the way into this remote forest and choose offerings that an actual elephant would want? Does this stone colossus wake when the jungle goes silent and taste what's been left for it? Someone here believes it might. The tusks are short, almost worn to nothing, and at its feet sit small mud pyramids with a candle on each, an ancient occult ritual that's clearly still active. But there is a secret hidden in plain sight. There is a circular chamber hidden right here. And there are a few more secret chambers which serve a very strange purpose. But I cannot tell you this here. I've uploaded it as a members only video. And if you're interested, click the join button below to watch that video. But look on the other side. This one looks like a tiger. But beside it stand two figures, far stranger, and only when I climb up to meet them at eye level do I understand the scale. These things are taller than I am. These two are known as Yalis. They're not lions or tigers. The Yali is found carved in many Hindu temples across India and Southeast Asia. But what is a Yali? Today, scientists have created a liger, a combination of a lion and a tiger. So the animal was named by taking the first syllable of lion and the last syllable of tiger, liger. The Yali was created using the same technique in ancient times. Yali takes the first syllable of Yani, which means elephant, and the last syllable of Puli, which means tiger in the ancient Tamil language. And this site is quite unique because I've shown you many Yalis before, but only on this site do we see a step-by-step explanation using statues. An elephant plus a tiger produces Yali offspring. Very rare to find. So the question is, did the artists who carved this imagine a similar fusion centuries before that science existed? Or did ancient builders have such advanced genetic engineering that they created such a creature? You've seen the spider and the elephant, but there is a third species guarding this temple, the serpent. The serpent, in the form of a multi-headed naga, is hiding right here. Look carefully at the bedrock. Do you see the snake? It's right here in plain sight. And these three species are known for guarding a sacred lingam here. But do you know this exact legend is told about another temple in India nearly 2,000 miles away from here? Sri Kalahasti temple is also said to be protected by three guardians. A spider that wove its web to shield the lingam, a serpent, and an elephant that showered Shiva with water using its trunk. Is it possible the Cambodians built a sister shrine to Kalahasti here? But Cambodia is the country where fiction fades into fact. The spiders were not made of stone. They are real ones spinning massive webs across the path to guard this temple. What temple? There is no temple here. It's just a clearing with a few statues, right? Wrong. Look below me. These are not loose rocks. These are steps. Cut, deliberate stone blocks stretching in every direction beneath the moss and soil. This place is not an empty clearing. This is the foundation of a massive temple, and something catastrophic tore it apart. The roof, gone. The walls, gone. But wait, what is that? Is it just another shapeless block? Let's go closer. Wait, the shape slowly resolves. Horns, ears, the curve of a head, and a hump rising unmistakably from the back. This is Nandi, the sacred bull, the eternal mount of Lord Shiva, and someone destroyed him with real deliberate violence. The horns were not worn away by time, they were cut. Someone wanted this temple's identity gone completely. And if Nandi disappears, that identity disappears with him. But they failed. Incense still burns here. Candles still stand, and water left as an offering is sweet enough that ants gather around it, because locals still make the same brutal journey, motorcycle then on foot, just to kneel in front of a shattered bull in the middle of nowhere. There's no grand temple left, no priest, no crowd, just devotion that refuses to stop for more than a millennium. And this Nandi tells us something crucial. He is never placed at random. He is a living compass, his gaze locked permanently on Shiva in the form of a lingam. Wherever Nandi kneels, the lingam has to be directly in front of him. So I turn to look exactly where he is looking. But there seems to be nothing here. Do you see a lingam? Has the lingam been removed? Wait, what's this? A colossal boulder rising out of the jungle floor. Offerings of fruit, coconuts, and sugarcane piled at its base, treated by locals as anything but an ordinary rock. As I get closer, I can feel the energy of this lingam. This is a Swayambhu lingam, a self-manifested form of Shiva, only partly shaped by human hands. And the lower half tells its own story, with a trunk-like ridge, shapes resembling legs, and perhaps a tail, as if the lingam is emerging directly from the body of an elephant that connects straight back to Lord Indra, King of the Heavens, whose mount is an elephant standing on the very mountain we are on. This is the mountain of Indra. This is why ancient builders called it Mahendra Parvata, the great mountain of Lord Indra. Is this Shiva and Indra fused into a single sacred form, an Indra lingam? I've shown you hundreds of lingams on my channel, but this Indra lingam is truly unique. At the very top, a hole is carved into the stone, not natural, deliberate. Again, I will show you this detail in the members only video, along with the sacred spring located at this temple site. If you'd like to see those details, please click on the join button and watch that exclusive video. I came here expecting a handful of broken statues scattered in the jungle. What I found instead is the skeleton of an entire sacred system, still breathing centuries after everyone tried to destroy it. Spiders guarding the only way in. A stone elephant still receiving sugarcane and water. A hybrid creature carved beside its own parents. A Nandi smashed nearly beyond recognition and never once abandoned. A lingam fused with the very animal that watches over it. A spring that has never stopped running, not for a single day. Whoever tried to destroy this temple forgot something. Nobody destroys Shiva, the destroyer. There will always be some animals to protect him, some people to pray to him, and someone who will showcase him to the world. I am PraveenMohan, and I will see you in the next one.